Hey guys, this is amazing. Welcome back. Maris here. And I just check once again because I just recorded all the video without actually recording. Nice noob. Anyhow, welcome back. Maris here, Latvian guy with State of Decay 2. This time we'll have an update for huge update about facility mods because thanks to this awesome dude, he had, now I have, and you will have full list of facility mods. I will show you. I have a video about mods, but there were some missing, so now we have full list, everything that can be found on game, and obviously I'm suggesting to check it out so you know what to look for. This dude, you will have description. We had a podcast launched on Saturday. Links in the description. This is amazing. The Blaise XPerience. He have a podcast with a lot of episodes, and he's going in really depth in all the topics, and so that's why he reached out first to the guys who developed the game, so to confirm all the full list, and then he decided to reach out to me. I don't know why. Ask him. Anyhow, yeah, no, we had a great podcast and a lot of thoughts about all the facilities. In the description, you will have links for iTunes. In iOS, it's easier to find. There's actually a link. And in Android devices, there's a bit trickier because you need to find his podcast afterwards searching. But everything will be down in the description, so please do so. And there's a full list, full podcast with him and me discussing and going through the list of facility mods. And this video will be way shorter for the full everything. I'm strongly suggesting to check out his podcast, his channel. Awesome dude. And yeah, in my video, what we will do now, also will be link in the description about that leads to the same spreadsheet actually, but it's the full list. And if you don't trust me, guys, I say trust me. While we prepared the podcast, I was just thinking there should be a list, full list of the mods. It's not that difficult. Someone else probably did this. No, actually, this Blaise XPerience channel was the first who managed to got all the lists. So now we too have full list of the mods. In the internet, if you are trying to look, I couldn't find in any other gaming channels pages whatsoever. So yeah, you're welcome and thank you. All the credit goes to Blaise XPerience. At the end of the podcast, we are giving our opinions about the best mods. Derreck actually is going through with a bit different approach, just randomly checking, not randomly, but each facility mod by its inputs, like what the benefit, value of it, and that's why the podcast is titled is 15th best mods. My approach was a bit different. My approach was what's the most benefit for gamers, for experience, for, well, like when you come upon the trader, there's a lot of mods probably that you can purchase, but you have limited influence points. So the question is like, which mod should be looked over another mod? Like my priority is a bit different, and trust me, it will be really shorter video that I just recorded because I'm a little bit angry at myself because I accidentally clicked stop button. So I'm doing all that thing again. That's why I will be just way quicker than before. Anyhow, I'm starting countdown. First three facility mods. I will not go with full explanation, but first three mods are Compost bin, Fertilizer, and Pesticide. All three mods are for farms, gardens, or hydroponics. Reason for that is simple. Food is essential for every playthrough. The more people you have, the more food you have. So food is really the biggest problem, I'd say, in the game. And the third, it's medicine, which is also highly needed, 2 meds per day, even more if you want to craft painkillers. So those are 3 best mods. Fertilizer I can show you. This is what I have installed. Now it's showing here. It uses food to create more food, so Fertilizer is really close to the same output, all in podcast discussed even deeper. And this pesticide, yeah, it's giving specifically for meds boost, so that's really highly suggested from my side, because yeah, that's the first 3. Then let's go further. We have 4th position. I have obviously Signal Booster. This is the 2 extra outposts. Why it's not higher? Because especially at the beginning, if you're new at the game, this booster gives you those 2 extra slots. You don't need extra slots until you have all those 4 already filled out, which fourth you have when you have fully upgraded command center. So you need to upgrade command center, then you need to actually establish 4 outposts, which costs influence. 4 times 4, it's about 1,600 influence points, which is already expensive. We are not speaking, you can't fill them out just at the beginning. It usually takes more of your time. When you have them, then you actually need to think about expanding. That's why in the 4th position there's this network signal booster. Signal antenna is nice approach as well, but I'm not suggesting to go for that, because you will be spending to buy 1 slot and then afterwards upgrading, so you will lose influence points. I would not suggest to do that. Anyhow, moving forward, 5th position we have white noise generator. I don't have it there, but I have it here. It requires power, but you install it where your people are sleeping and you have plus 10 morale, which is amazing, especially if you're aiming, and you should be aiming to have this nice morale level effect. There will be more facility mods where I'm mentioning the morale importance of it, because as you can see, there's sweet bonuses when your people are happy and they are not getting into fights and they are not trying to leave your community, which is even better. Anyhow, moving on, let me check what I have in 6th position. I have, yeah, that position actually I changed thanks to this awesome Blaise XPerience. I hope it's pronounced Blaise, or it's Blaise. Probably Blaise. I should check with Derreck. Probably he's already typing in comment section, oh dude, you pronounce my it's totally wrong. I apologize for that if that's the thing. Anyhow, I had previously board games. They boost morale and it's cheaper and easier to find, but the actually better position, which is the main point of making this rating, is game console. As you can see, you use 2 labor skill labors only to even boost to 15. It's even higher. Of course, you need to have launch. That's only where you can install it, and you have to have power, which actually now leads to my point. It should be switched with this white noise generator, because it boosts more morale than the white noise generator. Anyhow, those 2 boost it. So that was 6th position. For the 7th position, I have a CNC mill. I currently have it not installed, but here it is. 7th and 8th position actually are going together, because one is CNC mill, another is salvage furnace. I don't have that mod currently, but one converts materials into parts, which is this one, and another one is converting weapon parts. I will show you what are weapon parts. Those are the salvage weapon remains into parts. So in general, you get parts, and with one, the CNC mill, you get more out of materials. From the other, you get more out of destroying these salvage weapons. Now you have 50, then you have 75. Both of those mods are giving no bonuses if you don't have those weapon remains, or you don't have spare materials. So pay attention, just don't buy blindly because this guy said. You need to check and you need to be aware of your resources if that facility mod actually will give you any benefit. Anyhow, moving on, just wait a second, it's time to make more whiskey. That was, yeah, we need position 9 is, yeah, 9 and 10 actually are two things I'm mentioning for infamy boost, which actually is not the one I have installed. One is sanitizing machine, another is cast making kit. Cast making kit I'm prioritizing as first. That mod gives you ability to cure injuries if without having second level upgrade, which is really crucial at the beginning of the playthrough when you don't have all the materials or you don't have to upgrade infirmary. You can just install this mod, and all your people, if you have injuries, they will be healed, so you don't have to worry about it. And actually there's no point of upgrading the infirmary in general, because you have health coming back, you have injuries going away, and you have also this infestation being cleared, which leads to the next point, which is the sanitizing machine, which in increased rate reduces the plague if your people are getting some the red zombies that are biting you, then you get infected. The ratio how this is going down is way faster with this sanitizing machine. Mentioning those two because they are not using any meds, any resources. They're just passively giving bonuses. That's how I like my mods, not taking anything, just giving bonuses. Okay, moving on, I have 11th position. I don't have kitchen, but this is the first mod which actually uses something and gives in return. You know, in the kitchen you can boost morale by spending food, but the catch is there. First you have to have kitchen, and then you have a community member with cooking skill, which is a wasted slot of skill, because just for cooking, seriously, in zombie apocalypse, slow cooker you can use, have this morale boost without any cooking skill. That's why I like it, simple as that. Moving on, in 12th position we are back to the infirmary, and this is the pill press that I'm suggesting to have. I quickly explain why it's not in higher position, because everything that I do in this channel, giving you tips, tricks, explaining and teaching you how better manage your playthrough, is leading to the better playthrough, meaning you should be avoiding and playing smart and have all the tricks and tricks up in your sleeve, so you should be not getting damage, so your people are not hurting, and even if they do, just leave them in the base and they will be healed up. So that's why this pill press is actually giving you painkillers. As you can see, I have only one med supply needed and 1 jug of ethanol, which is also reduced, and here are also 2 jugs of ethanol. Without this pill press, that's double, 2 meds and 4 jugs of ethanol for strong painkillers. So it reduces 2 times the inputs needed, which is really awesome, keeping in mind that you need those meds. Otherwise, as you can see, this mod is not really crucial. That's for you to choose, to decide how dangerously you are playing the game. Anyhow, moving on, we have position 13th and 14th that goes together, actually is crafting bullets, simple as that. I have currently installed crafting handgun rounds. That's my first and most important, because It crafts 3 different types of ammo, which is first benefit. You can supply 3 different types of weapons. Second, that's the best ammo supply per bullets conversion ratio. That's why I love small calibers, because in the head zombie dies anyways. Not speaking about Juggernaut obviously, but rest of the zombies, one shot in the head and it dies. Doesn't matter of the caliber. That's why handguns are the first, and the second, that's position 14th, I have for rifles. If you have for rifle and for handguns, trust me, you're covered in the game, because those two actually craft bullets for weapons that can use silencers, and you want silencers because going loud and proud just attracts more zombies, and then you're just in non-stoppable killing spree, which is also good for fun, but not for smart playthroughs. Anyhow, moving to the last position, you see how fast this video is going, and it's already like close to the end. It's quite simple. I have it installed, it's right here. My first approach, and then after meeting this guy, Blaise XPerience, I had another thought, so I added extra mod. My first approach was quite simple. You have Shelving unit because it gives you +2 storage for each supply, 5 supply types times 2, so you have 10 extra storage. You can imagine how 10 is higher than 5 storage for individually each of those supplies. Like ammo, food, you can separately, but going for 2 times 5, it's more beneficial, just saying. So in my opinion, that was my approach. Whenever you have a facility where is nothing else kind of smart to install, just install Shelving unit, because extra space, easier to manage space, that's it. And then we had this podcast, awesome, and now also in my list I have Comfy Chair, which gives you 3 morale bonus. Passively, just install, you have a comfy chair, what else you need? You have a comfy chair, it's amazing even in zombie apocalypse. And 3 morale boost doesn't sound so much, but if you have more of those empty facility slots, for example in water tank, you can boost up quite well, and combine with white noise generator, with gaming console, you can imagine how hitting this morale level effect is quite easily. As you can see, I'm managing quite well myself. So yeah, that's why I mentioned this. I added this comfy chair because in my 200 and close to 40 hours playthrough, I never ever encountered and seen this comfy chair, because I don't know why. Probably game hates me, so I can suggest, if you find one, to have one. But in my experience, Shelving unit obviously will come first, and you can actually craft it right here. And also the antenna can be crafted, so I would not go for buying it. That's another reason actually. But rest of the information, I'm suggesting to go and check out the podcast, because we are going through one by one, discussing all the possibilities, scenarios, experiences. This guy actually is really experienced as well in the playthrough. So yeah, that's it. I will not take any more of your time. This is the full list of all the mods you can possibly find. Yeah, this actually is especially, I know that you, Derreck, will be watching my video. This is for you. Check out this also. I have zombie. I will not spend fighting, but what I wanted to show you is, if you check out, because I know Derreck really loves high stamina, and I think this is my absolute maximum I found in the game. 246 stamina. This dude is just, he can go just killing zombies like no one else, just happily, like, oh damn. Yeah, they're swarming my base. That's why we are switching. I just quickly show you. This is the document you can find in the description, link also here, right next to the Blaise XPerience podcasts links. Just quickly show you what you can find it here. Full list, as I mentioned, by facility type. So you can see in Infamy there's a lot of things to install, and my suggested is also 3. Obviously you can install only 1 in one time, so it's up to you to decide on your playstyle and how you want to manage it. This is the rating I'm giving. This is the most highly suggested to get as soon as possible, obviously. And if you're wondering why there are some blue, those blue are basically added from Blaise XPerience. This is how it looks like. State of Decay 2 podcast, all the series you can see. This is the 26th episode where you can find me and Derreck Blaise discussing everything, and you can find you can now recognize by this artwork. Actually, he has nice job actually on that. And from him actually I have those extra, and I colored them blue because I never found those mods in my experience in game. Maybe at the beginning I found but just skipped it, but at the early stage when I started to recognize and memorize things, and I have really good memory, I know that I have never ever found espresso machine. Sorry. And at the bottom there's actually, I just made specific color coding, is Fireworks Crafting Station. Derreck mentioned it in podcast as well, but it is only if you have DLC bought, which I haven't, so I'm not bothering to find this because I know it's not for me. And as you can see, there's a fact mentioned in this line, and here is actually the benefit, what it does. And as you can see, improves medicine produced by reducing meds used by painkillers. And what it means, from 2 down to 1, like reduced. And in board games, spends labor to get morale, spends 2 labor to get 15 morale, and exact same, yeah, minibar, other uses ethanol, so it's bad. Anyhow, I just wanted to show you how to read, how to find what you are looking for. Obviously you can find in Control F, I don't know anything for the kitchen. Obviously it's a lot of kitchen stuff. Anyhow, that's it. I'll switch back to the gaming screen just because it's better. And yeah, thanks. Most of the credit for this video is to this awesome dude and our co-working together for the podcast. That's how actually I can bring you all this awesome list, because as I mentioned, stupid motorcycle, in the internet I tried to find full list of the facility mods. I couldn't find. Now with the help of those 2 guys, me and Derreck, you have it. You can see and check each and every facility mod that you can possibly find in the game. So yeah, guys, and yeah, just finalizing the video. All the YouTubers are mentioning this. I'm just new in this, that's why I haven't mentioned it before. But if you're subscribing, and you need also to click this little bell icon to be actually notified that new video comes out. Otherwise, I actually don't know what's the benefit of subscribing, because YouTube now is not just notifying if I'm releasing new video. So yeah, if you click this little bell icon right next to subscribe, then you will be notified when, oh screw you, when the new video is released. So I'm strongly suggesting to do that. And next videos obviously are coming, and working together with other really hyped YouTube, not YouTube, but postcard channel. Anyone who's also really into this game, it actually brings back emotions, which is really amazing, and I feel really passionate about going back into game and exploring it even more. And even more, I'm looking for checking out waiting for the new content release that we know it's coming up, I think, in September. So yeah, guys, thank you for staying with me. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting. All the questions you can comment right down in comment section. I will answer. If not me, a lot of great community members are also here to help out, and if I'm mistaken by anything, they also fix me. We always also together have huge knowledge base for this game. Looking forward to work with you all, guys, and stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.